Hey everybody, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today we're going to be looking at 5 of the Mattel WWE Basic Battle Pack 2-pack action figures. These are from Series 64 and 66. We're going to be looking at Series 64, Lita and Trish Stratus. Series 64, the Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso. Now I didn't think any of the battle packs from Series 65 would work for me in my unique action figure collection. Then we got Series 66, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Series 66, The Undertaker and Roman Reigns. And Series 66, Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon. So let's check them out. Alright, now that we got these figures out of the package, here they are with all of their accessories laid out. They don't come with a lot, but at least each pack came with something. We've got a couple chairs, a few belts, and a trash can lid. So my action figure collection is predominantly Batman and related, and I love getting other action figures to enhance that collection, using them for civilians, businessmen, thugs, mobsters, muscle, henchmen, or all kind of different uses. That's the main reason I buy wrestling figures. I don't hate wrestling, but I'm a very casual wrestling fan. I love getting these clothed wrestlers to enhance my collection. I typically collect all the females I can get my hands on, and all the males that are fully clothed. Part of my rules are no clothes equals no buy. And I'm looking at you two guys on the bottom right. Shirtless guys, probably going to go into my custom fodder pile. So in this video, we'll take a look at each of these 2-packs in depth. We'll check out the figures, their height, their articulation, and their accessories. We'll compare these figures to other figures I have of the same wrestlers. So let's start off with the Trish and Lita 2-pack. So the first 2-pack I would like to look at is from Series 64. It has Lita and Trish Stratus. Let's take a look at Lita here. You can see her red hair flowing down. She's got a fishnet type thing under her 2-piece outfit. Full pants, tattoos on her arm. Overall, looking decent. And then we've got Trish Stratus here. I must say, I think her hair came out very nicely. It's brown on the top, and it has sort of blonde highlights down below. She's got a 2-piece outfit. Looks like she's got some knee pads. Little logo on the back there. They come with one accessory. It's a black folding chair. I can find a ton of uses for a chair in my action figure world. You can fold it up, put it back down, cafeteria style chair. Only thing I don't really like is it has this Wrestling Evolution logo at the top. I like my chairs to be a little more basic so I can use them in all scenarios. I could paint it, but let's not kid ourselves, I'm never actually going to get around to that. Here's one of the figures sitting in the chair. Now let's check out their height and articulation. Lita here, sitting at about 6.5 inches tall. And her articulation. Of course, her head can move around from side to side. Her hair is soft. You can get it over the shoulders. Arms are on a ball joint. They go quite a bit more than 90 degrees. That's pretty nice. Up, down, around, all that good stuff. No bicep cut. Single jointed elbows. A little bit less than a 90-degree bend, but there is rotation as well. Wrists simply can rotate. She's got one solid chest piece here. Traditional waist swivel. Legs on a ball joint. They can go out about that far. Forward, about that far. Back, not at all. Single jointed knees, less than a 90-degree bend. Then she's got rotation above her shoe. And here are all the different Lita figures that I have. The first 2 on the left are from Jakks Pacific. Then the one in the middle is the one from this 2-pack basic figure. And the 2 on the right are a couple of elite Lita figures. Now let's look at Trish Stratus. Her height is sitting at about 6.3 inches. And then her articulation. So her head here, it can also rotate from side to side. Her hair is soft, can go over her shoulders, can look up and down just a tiny bit. Shoulders on a ball joint, they can go up quite far, up, down, around, all that good stuff. No bicep cut here, single jointed elbows, less than a 90-degree bend with rotation. Wrists can simply rotate. One solid torso piece, traditional waist swivel. Ball joints for the legs, they can go out this far. Forward, about that much. And back, not at all. Single jointed knees with a rubber knee pad on top. Then she's got a cut above her boot here. And here she is, next to the other Trish Stratus figures that I have, both of which are from Jakks Pacific. The next 2-pack I'd like to look at is also from Series 64. This is the Jimmy and Jey Uso 2-pack. They're in their white outfits here. They both come with championship belts. So let's take a look at these figures. Here's Jimmy, mouth open, screaming. Hairline looking pretty good. Got tattoos covered in both arms. The Uso collection, their white outfits. Overall not looking too bad. Little hoodie at the back. And then here's Jey. Similar white outfit, but a little different. This guy has some shorts on. I don't know, some white leggings or something underneath that. White tennis shoes. Tattoos on both arms. Hair a little bit different. Beard looking pretty good. Looking kind of angry here. Also has one of those hoodies. Now let's look at their belts. They are identical. Blue belt with some silver on the front. At the bottom there, it says Tag Team Champions. Got a couple of Trojan helmets on the front. Here they are wearing their Tag Team Championship belts. And now, let's check out their height, articulation, and compare them with some other Jimmy and Jey figures. From bottom to top, Jimmy here is sitting at about 6.75 inches. And now his articulation. So his head here can rotate from side to side. Hair soft and go over the shoulders. You can go up and down just a tiny bit. Shoulders on ball joint. They can go up quite a bit more than 90 degrees. Pretty nice there. Single jointed elbows. No bicep cut. The elbow can also rotate. And his wrist can rotate and it's hinged as well. Solid piece in the chest here. Traditional waist swivel. Legs, the T-crotch sort of style. They can't go outward. They can go forward about that far, back about that far. Single jointed knees, back that far. And their feet here can rotate, and that's about it. And here he is, next to the other Jimmy Uso figures that I have. And then Jey here, he's going to be sitting at about 6.8 inches tall. And then his articulation, starting with his head here, also rotate around. The hair softens, go over the shoulders again. Can look up and down about that far. Shoulders on a ball joint, go out a little bit less. Looks like a little piece of plastic there to pull off. A little bit less than the other guy. No bicep cut. Single jointed elbows with a rotation. Wrists rotate and hinged. No ab crunched. Traditional waist swivel. Same kind of legs. Then go forward that far. Back about that far. Knees single jointed. Back about that far. And then his foot can rotate above the shoe. And here he is with the only other Jey figure that I have. And the next 2-pack is going to be from Series 66. This is the Undertaker and Roman Reigns. Also comes with a chair. So the Undertaker here, he's got his tongue sticking out, long hair, completely white eyes, tattoos all over both arms. Got that sort of elbow pad on just his left side. Black tank top, black slacks, black shoes. And then Roman Reigns here. Hair down, flowing to the sides, tattooed all up here. Got this sort of shield shirt on. Black tank top, black pants, black boots. And they come with this black cafeteria chair. Can fold it shut. Can also be open. A lot of things I can do with this chair. At the top, it does say Extreme Rules, and that's not really a sticker, it's painted on. I could paint over it, but once again, probably not going to do that, but happy to have a couple more chairs. So Undertaker here is going to be sitting at about 7.6 inches tall. And now for his articulation. So starting with his head here, it can rotate from side to side, hair soft, can get over his shoulder, can look up and down about that much. Shoulders on a ball joint, a little bit more than 90 degrees up, down, around. No bicep cut, single jointed elbow, quite a bit less than a 90 degree bend. There's rotation, so wrists can rotate and they're hinged. Solid piece in his torso here. Traditional waist swivel, Got those crappy legs as well. Go forward about that far, back about that far. Single jointed knees, go back about 90 degrees. Then his foot here, it can go up and down, and it can rotate as well. And here he is, next to all the other Undertaker figures that I have. And Roman Reigns, he's going to be about 7.0 inches tall. And now for his articulation. So starting with his head here, can rotate around, hair goes over the shoulders, up and down about that far. Shoulders on a ball joint, out this far. Single jointed elbows, go 90 degrees in and rotate. Wrists can rotate, and they're going to be hinged as well. Solid piece of the waist here. Waist articulation, his legs go up about that far, back about that far. Single jointed knees, go back about that far. And then he's got a cut above the boot. Here he is, next to all the other Roman Reigns figures that I have. Some are used for just regular thugs, a couple for Bane mercenaries, and the four on the right are for riot gear SWAT officers. And the next two-pack I'd like to look at is from Series 66. It has Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, two very popular wrestlers, and they're a couple. They also come with a championship belt, and it looks a little bit nicer than the Usos. So here's Becky Lynch. A little bit plain looking at her face, a little makeup above the eyes, hair in a ponytail. Looks like her outfit is one piece here. Got some knee pads, not too much else going on. And then Seth Rollins here. Like I said before, I don't really like getting the shirtless wrestlers. At least this guy has a full pair of pants. Probably going to have to go into my custom fodder pile. I can always paint a shirt on him, use him for body parts, etc. You can see his belt here. Seth Rollins. I see a tattoo on his back. I have a lot of Seth Rollins figures that actually have fully clothed on, so I don't really need this guy. I bought this pack for Becky Lynch. Here's the belt they come with. White belt. It's got some gold hard plastic plates on it and the wrestling logo. Here's Seth wearing the belt. Now let's check out their height, articulation, and some comparisons. Becky here is sitting at about 6.25 inches tall. And then her articulation, starting with her head, can rotate around, hair is soft enough to go over the shoulders, up and down about that much. Shoulders on a ball joint, then go up really far, up, down, around, no bicep cut, single jointed elbows, about that far, rotate, wrists can rotate around, solid piece in the torso here, waist swivel, legs on ball joints and go out pretty far, forward about that much, back not at all, single jointed knees, back about that much, and then a cut above the shoe. Here she is with all the other Becky Lynch figures that I have. The first three are basic, the next three are elite. Then Seth Rollins here. He's going to be about 6.75 inches tall. And his articulation, head, rotate around, no problem, up and down. Shoulders on a ball joint, then go up pretty far. Single jointed elbows, rotate, wrists can rotate and they're hinged. Standard waist articulation, legs go forward about that far, back about that much, single jointed knees, back about that far, a cut above the boot. And here, next to all the other Seth Rollins figures that I have, the first 5 are basic figures. The last 2 are elite figures. The last 2 I use for Bane mercenaries. They can also be SWAT officers. Now I know I say I don't like the shirtless figures very much, but this guy from Basic Series 109, I had to get him because he had those cool bandages around his ribs. You can take those off, use one of their figures, pretty nice. And the last 2-pack, also from Series 66. This features Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon, the son of Vince McMahon, the leader or owner of WWE. As I said before, not super fond of shirtless wrestling figures. much less the kind that have no pants on. This guy here is going to end up going to my custom fodder or junk pile of action figures. And Shane McMahon here wearing his baseball sort of outfit. So let's check him out. He's got boots on, knee pads, little Speedo type thing. Very muscular, nice sculpt here. Looking kind of mean on his face. Nice little goatee and beard. Shane here has got that gray hair, that smile, kind of like that baseball looking jersey outfit. Black pants, black boots. Extreme rules on the back. They come with one accessory, simply a trash can lid. It's got a handle, hollow at the bottom. It would have been nice if it was the entire trash can. And I'll probably just end up throwing this trash can lid on the floor in one of my various alleyways. And now for their height, articulation, and comparisons. Drew here is sitting at about 7.1 inches tall. And his articulation. Head rotate around, up and down. Shoulders go up quite a bit. No bicep cut, single jointed elbow, rotation. Wrists can rotate and they're hinged. Nothing going on here. Waist swivel. Legs forward that far. Back a little bit. Single jointed knees. And then he's got a boot cut. And I don't seem to have any other Drew McIntyre wrestling figures. And then Shane here looks like he's sitting at about 7.1 inches tall. And his articulation, head rotate around, up and down, shoulders on a ball joint and go out this far. No bicep cut, single jointed elbows with rotation. Wrists can rotate and they're hinged. Waist swivel, legs go up about that far, back about that much. Single jointed knees. And his foot can rotate above the shoe. Here he is with a couple of other Shane McMahon figures. The first two are basic, the third one is elite. So overall, these figures are simply okay. I would say Undertaker and Roman Reigns make the best thugs. Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins are pretty useless to me. Shane McMahon looks pretty cool, he could be a regular person. I like the three females, especially the top ones, Trish and Lita. Then the Usos, I feel like I probably could have passed on these. Their outfits are so unique that they don't look like they belong in the regular action figure city. So like I said before, this set is simply okay. Their articulation's pretty weak, but these are basic figures. They're extremely cheap, less than $20 for each of these. Figures are about $10 a piece for a 6 and 7 inch action figure. That's a pretty good value. I'm pretty pleased with the purchase. There are going to be some nice additions to my overall action figure 1/12 scale world building. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add it to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.